Yes, guys, this is Slater. I realise it's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. I'm going to try and do some more frequently. For this video, I wanted to show you how to make some jungle bass lines using Operator, the stock synth in Ableton. So I'm going to be showing you 5 bass lines that are used in lots of jungle tracks, and how to make with Operator. So we'll start with the first one. This is the easiest one. I've just loaded up Operator here, which is basically just a sub bass. So I'm gonna got just a sine wave here, which is just already loaded. So just play it on a low octave. So we've pretty much got one there already, but I'm just going to do a couple of things. So I'm going to change the voices to 1, just so there's no overlapping. And then so we've got our basic just sort of volume envelope here. We've got attack, decay, release, sustain. So we can change it how we sort of want. We can maybe add a bit more release. Something that I like to do is add more harmonics. So just sort of like adding a 3rd or 4th harmonics. We can do this kind of easily, just with this basic sort of setup in Operator, where we take this second oscillator here, which is going to be doing some FM. So I'm just going to bring the sustain up, and we're going to change this course to either 2 or 4. So let's try 2 first. So if I was to look on a frequency analyzer, you can see we have a nice extra harmonic here, and we can control the amount. This, and then if we change it to 4th, we can add an extra one in. Generally, maybe leave it sort of to 2. I like classic jungle stuff. So yeah, that's the first bass line. Pretty simple to make. Okay, so the next bass line is like a detuned sine wave. So we can do that quite easily. So first thing I'm going to do is, again, go into the voices and change it to mono. So these are the routings of like how the FM works. And so I don't actually want to use that. I just want to use an oscillator, 2 oscillators separately, or 4 maybe. So you can use this one at the end. So there's going to be no FM happening. Okay, so then we have 2 sine waves here. So I'm just going to bring up the volume on this to 0. I'm going to bring the sustain up on this one. So now we just have quite a loud sine wave. So I have this fine tuning, so we can detune the sine waves using this. Sort of like a classic jungle sound. And then we can, maybe edit it even further by adding a pitch envelope. So we have a pitch envelope here that we can use. So then we have our decay. If we want to change the slope of it, we can click here. We can shape the slope of it. So we want it a bit more like that. So click here again. Maybe I don't want it to go from an octave up. Maybe I only want it to go from a 5th. So yeah, we've got like a pitch envelope we can add to it. We could even maybe, add a bit of distortion. So the way that you can add distortion just in Operator is by using the filter. So we change it to one of these. That one I find sounds sort of the best. And then we just have the drive here, so we can even drive it even more. We've got a shaper here. You can change this frequency key to change the tone as well. You've got a lot of different options here, just with like the filter sort of like distortion. So yeah, that's the next bass that I wanted to show you. Okay, so next we're going for the classic respace. So yeah, for this we're not going to be using sine wave. So again, first thing I'm going to do, change the voices to 1. I'm going to change it to this mode again, so we've just got these separate oscillators. So for this first oscillator, I want to change this to one of the saws. Let's just go for saw D. And then I'm going to do the same for this one. So let's bring this up to 0. Back onto the envelope. So again, I want to bring the sustain up, and I want to change this to the same saw. We've just got a loud saw now, so then we're going to detune one of them. And then, because we want maybe a bit more of a sort of like jungle sound rather than a sort of like text epi or neuro sound, we're going to use a filter. So we're going to turn the filter on. Maybe give it a little bit of resonance. We just need to like find that nice sweet spot. Cool. Yeah, so nice respace there. Okay, so now we're going to be making an 808. So I should have said before, the respace generally would have been sampled from the classic Kevin Saunderson, I think, record. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was Kevin Saunderson. Yeah, record, which had the sort of like respace in, and then that was sampled. And yeah, so that's just sort of like a recreation. And with an 808, that would have usually been sampled as well. But we're going to just have a go at making one. So yeah, we're going to start with just a sine wave. Again, I'm going to just change the voices to 1. So for this, a lot of it is to do with like this envelope. So we want to add some release. How much release you want is sort of dependent on you. Sometimes, you know, it's nice to be able to have a sort of plucky one like that, and then to have longer ones. So you can always automate this release. Sometimes I like to bring the sustain down a little bit, so you're just getting that sort of like punch, because an 808 is like meant to be sort of like a kick drum. And again, you want to maybe increase the decay a little bit. The decay is kind of like what's going to shape the sound. Cool. And then, so usually we want a pitch envelope as well. So yeah, we're going to have a pitch envelope. We're going to have it really fast. So I want the decay to be pretty fast. So we're going to... sustain it. Yeah, lovely, nice 808. And then yeah, we can again add maybe a bit more distortion if we want. Wicked. Okay, so the final bass I wanted to show you is the warp bass or the dread bass. Now, again, this would originally have been a sample. It was sampling a sort of donk sort of bass on one of the Future Music CDs, and then they reversed it to give that sort of like warping sound. But we're just going to have a go at recreating it in Operator. So yeah, there's a couple of sort of like ways you can get that sort of warping sound. So maybe I'll show you both of them. The first way I would do it is by using a square wave here. So we're going to change this to a square. With the envelope, I mean, yeah, we can give it a bit of attack. We don't want to give it too much. And then we have the filter here. So now we're going to be using the filter envelope. So I'm going to just click here so we can see the filter. So I'm going to bring maybe to sort of like about there. And then we have this envelope here. So this is the envelope shape at the moment. So we want a bit more resonance. So this is kind of what the original sound would have been, and then they reverse it. So we need to kind of do the opposite of this. So we need to add more attack, basically. So I'm going to just bring the sustain up. So this is where, yeah, you just need to kind of like fine tune the filter setting and the envelope. So let's maybe. Yeah, so I mean, if we want that just sort of like sustained sound, we can just leave the envelope up, or maybe the sort of classic would have been that decay. Cool. And then, yeah, so if we weren't using a square wave, I guess the other way would be to sort of use FM again. So I'll just change this to a sine. Again, I'm going to just leave this routing as it is. Let's change this to maybe like 4. Again, I like to use even numbers here because then it's just like kind of keeps everything in key when you're doing these FM bass lines. So. And then, yeah, we might want to just maybe play around. Yeah, and then you. Yeah, you just need to play around with, I guess, the attacks. We can bring the sustain up, actually. We can use less level, yeah. And then, yeah, we can get into some kind of weirder sounds like that. But yeah, the sort of like classic way, I guess, would be, yeah, using a square. Yeah, so that's been 5 different jungle basses with operator. So yeah, if you like this video and want to learn more about making jungle music in Ableton, then check out my Patreon, where I drop videos like this every month, as well as drop tracks and samples and loads of other goodies. So yeah, I'll put a link in the bio. Nice one, guys. Thanks for watching.